Hello everyone, my name is Alfonso and I'm with the Edible Schoolyard Kern County, and today we have JSC over to show them some projects that we're working with. I wanted to tell them a big thank you for donating the items to us today. And right behind me, as you can see, we're having a vertical garden being built using cattle panels. We'll be using this for crops that climb, such as cucumbers, peas, what else climbs? Squash, butternut squash in particular, and yeah, maybe some pole beans. And we can't wait to show you the end result. One of the materials that you can use at home to build this is some T-posts. They're pretty handy. You can find them at any local hardware store. Currently I'm using one for both sides of the cattle panels, but you could definitely use more than this. I'm just trying to be resourceful and use as less materials as possible. I'm also using a 16-foot cattle panel that I've folded in half using some straps. You can also have maybe rope if you have them at home. And what I'm doing is putting T-posts right at the very edge of each cattle panel and then using some wire to hook them up. If you don't happen to have a plot of land like this at home or a backyard, you could do this anywhere you'd like in the garden, especially if you want to put a chair beneath it so that it's a shady spot for you. But before we begin, I'm actually going to start measuring the width of the cattle panel. So that's going to indicate where I'm going to be putting my T-post. Today, it's going to be a 50-inch length. So I'll just put my thing right there. I normally have a tape measure, but I forgot one in the shed today. But this will do. A tape measure is a tape measure. So once you get your dimensions ready, you're going to want to put your T-post there. And then just put it in the ground. I'll be using a handy tool that we have here in the garden to pound these into the floor. Right here I have a T-post driver. These are pretty handy if you're using T-posts at home. It's actually safer than using the mallet, but I'll demonstrate how to use them. So once you have your T-post in the ground, all you're just going to want to do is just let it go. Sweet. So right now I'm going to demonstrate how we can fold these. It's an easy way to do it actually, and it's a really smart way to manage these. Right here I have some straps. If you don't have straps, you could just use some twine or some rope, but I'm just going to put one on each end. It's not rocket science. All you just have to do is make sure it's strapped on so that the strength of the cattle panel doesn't whip you. Fold it, grab your straps. These are pretty easy to handle. Just the tension itself is going to make sure that this stays sturdy. Go to your next one. And one thing I found is that it's easier to make sure that your ropes are on the same level as the same square actually. And just like that. And now you can pretend you're driving a boat or something, I think. Just grab it like this. It's very important if you have your T-post on the ground, because that's what's going to keep the tension from making this thing go flat again. Here I have a T-post clip, and it's super easy to install. All you have to do is post one end right there, grab the other right here, and if you have a screwdriver at home, it'd be really handy, but I have this stake right here that you just put a circle through, and then you just apply some pressure, and bam, just like that, and it's not going anywhere. Hey everyone, head on over to JSC Ag Supply and get yourself some cattle panels, some T-posts, and some T-post clips, and build yourself some trellises. They're great for watermelons, cucumbers, squash, peas, and pole beans. So please give them a visit. And also, thanks for donating all these materials for us. And I didn't want to forget, but we're having a plant sale April 2nd over here on Panama and Buena Vista at the Edible Schoolyard. So come down and visit. All the funds will benefit the program, and you get to take home some yummy vegetable plants that you can grow, some flowers, and some herbs. And I think I'll be making some wood-fired pizza, so please head on down. Thank you so much.